Jo, pirmas. Na, ilgas buvo dėlėjus. Čia buvo padarytas specialiai, kaip žinot. Ne? Po biškį, normaliai. Jau. Turbulencija, na. Kas Timą nori, pasiprašykit patys. Po akisų ant tavęs laukiant, tegul pasiprašo, tegul pamaldauja mane. Jo, jaučiu reikės, bet aš nežinau, dar. Kada ten tiksliai. Skau jo, dar reikės, bet aš nežinau, kada tiksliai ten reikės ant to akantų paieškoti. Svarbu, kad yra, žinai. Pakartok. Kuriam? Kada čia? Ai, Andriukas?
Au. Nu, kur buvo atėjęs vaikinas su akauntu, tas Tomas.
Tomazas?
Palauk. Akaunto pavadinimas naujus. Tai palauk. Nu, žodžiu, narkų naujus, man atrodo. Ir jis tada
Supleksas.
tai sakė į akauntą.
Suples.
Nu, kur Andrius tada, kai tą pačią dieną, kai ieškojom to akaunto.
Sliplės? Šitas? Ne? A, Bibi žino apie kokį.
Ne. Ne. Ne, nu žodžiu, viskas gerai, nieko tokio. Pasakysiu, kad neturi pinigų.
Ai, tai jau čia buvo tipo... Ai, nu žodžiu, žinau apie ką kalbėjo. Buvo atėjęs, jau turėjo kaip ir ant pardavimo, ne jisai.
Jo, kai mes buvome.
Jo, supratau.
Kaip skrimai siekis.
Skaičiau, gal neblogai realiai kaip.
Pasijungiau streamą, jau, kai jau pasijungiau, tai tie jau Sanhokė tave per kalną nupiso.
Jo, aš jam pidaro į raportą nachai numečiau.
Įdomiai tie kažkaip.
Per medžius kuruoti nupujarino. Šauks neaiškus pėdikas. Škreipelis kuro.
Oi.
Nežinau realiai žaist ar nežaist, ar žiūrim Sliplėso mečiukus.
Ai, Sliplėso žaidžiai.
Jo, turnyras jam šiandien. Dabar streamą žiūriu.
Įdomiai. Oi.
Sako, gali nežiūrėti. Jaučiu, va šitą va pažiūrėsim, kaip pasirodysi Sliplėse. Tai nuo to ir spręsim, ar žiūrėti dar toliau ar ne. Tai vat vieną pažiūrėsim, jeigu kai lochas sužaisi kaip visada, tai tada nebežiūrėsim. Ok, davai. Sėkmės nelinkėsiu, nes tada tikrai nesisek.
Ai, ne, tada nesėkmė.
Eim sausainiukų pasiimti. Tai grįšiu. Kaip čia liko minutė. Taip, pastovim lobį.
Jo, gerai.
Minutė liko. Ok, šėrinsiu vaizdą. Užsimutinu visur jau.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yes, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the West African Pro League Junior League Day 4. And it is your boy Priest still here rocking it with my guy Fire, and we just saw 21 do something. Fire. We just saw 21 do something.
Yeah, we saw them do something for us, man. They got themselves 27 points in that game. It was absolutely outstanding. Not just grabbing the points, but how they did it. We saw so many different teams who were trying to go into, you know, that game and grab the winner with the chicken dinner, like even solo esports towards the end. But 21 was just a stumbling block for so many different teams there and just kept on wiping them out. All right, so we'll see whether this game lives up to those performances, Priest. What do you think? Do you think that they'll replicate that, or maybe all the teams will step it up now?
21st century, I wouldn't necessarily see them, too strong in Sanok, but then they do know how to take engagements. They do know how to play split, especially with Six Ben in the mix. He's an absolutely fantastic player, and he has been showing his workings so far. And again, we need to talk about solo esports. They did a very, very good job managing to squeeze out, third place, in that game. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they are going to maintain that energy. But this is Sanok, everything has to be quick, everything has to be decisive, everything has to be fast, and then you have to maintain that energy. You have to keep it up. You have to do the exact same thing. I mean, look at the point disparity, between 21st century and the rest of these teams. It is 27
Kurwa, active gaming 19,
16-point difference. Those are too many numbers to ignore. Solo esports, Harsh, Citizens, Afro esports, they need to do better. They need to do more to catch up.
All right, so speaking about teams doing more, they're already gearing up for what is going to be a very violent game in Sanhok. Usually you would see teams deciding that they were going to, do a little bit of the heal strats. But with the new point system out right now, heal strats are really not going to be in your favor if you decide that that is the gameplay that you're going to employ. So a lot of these teams will be looking to see if they can grab a lot of those Q points right here as we move into the Sanhok game. All right, so let's see how that one is going to play out as the teams are already getting ready to hop onto their planes and begin what is going to be an amazing fight in the second game of the night here, Priest.
Yeah, the style of play for Sanok is quick, click, clack, boom. You have to be very, very certain of how you want to take your engagements. Your engagements needs to be one and done really, really quickly. You have to wrap things up. You have to be very, 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 very aggressive when you take your engagements. Reduce the number of casualties, that come through when you take those engagements with other teams. And again, try to not be a victim of third parties, because it is so easy in this map to fall victim to third party engagement. It is so easy. It is the easiest thing, to get caught lacking in Sanok. Sanok is so small. If you shoot in the north, even in the south, they will hear the sound of your M416 and they will rush to your position to see what is going on there.
All right, so speaking of getting caught lacking, we do have two teams who have now moved towards that position in boot camp. You do have the boys from Citizens Gaming as well as Afro Esports. So it does look like a fight is going to come down between these two guys right here. And it does look like, Citizens is going for blood in this particular one. They want to begin this one with getting as much kill points as they can and begin the fight quite aggressive right there. So we'll see how that one actually does pull down for this teams, as well as Solo Esports coming up against right here. I do believe it is the boys from Extreme. And you can see Floyd pretty much just holding, the DM mouse right there, waiting for Choco to make that move. All right, you can see that move going down, but the DMR not able to help Floyd in that particular one, as Choco does get an elimination onto right there. One of the players from Solo Esports, and the rest of his teammates are not there to provide him with that support. As you can see, Samurai from the distance looking to see if he can run in and get at least one elimination onto one of the boys right there from Extreme. Rooney and his teammates just gathering around that region, getting themselves as much loot as they can. Solo Esports not starting this game quite as great as they would have, which you remember that the last game they finished in third place. They got about 6 eliminations, and they'll be looking to see if they can continue to perform better in this particular game right here in Sanhok. But having lost one of their players quite early in this one, it is Floyd to Extreme, We'll see how that one goes down. If they can get their revenge against the boys from Extreme, or if they would just go on and continue to get their loot.
Ooh. Yeah, the guys from Solo Esports, they did have a very, very good first game, but now they have to build on top of that. Extreme is not the team you want to be taking engagement with this early in the game. They've already lost Floyd, so I believe, in order for them to survive this engagement, they need to be very, very strict. They need to keep their margins tight. They have a very, very open split right now, and it's not necessarily the best strategy for them to be playing in Ruins. Ruins is very, very exposed. Speaking of exposed, Samurai has been caught there by Sound, a beautiful spray with the QBZ, and now Solo Esports are down to 2 players. Extreme looking like they just might take the upper hand here. Mighty just pulling up to the scene, about to take an engagement with Sean X there. Sean already charging his grenade, might just be the first course of action, might just do the trick and eliminate him. He knows of his position, and the rest of his teammates will be pulling off. That's a beautiful grenade, drops him down to about 10 HP. He has to retreat, surely, but now this one will be no retreat, no surrender. You will retreat, my guy, and he is going to be caught by Sound, and another one goes down in flames fire.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely not the plan right there for the boys from Solo Esports, as they were looking to see if they could get some eliminations onto the boys right there from Extreme. They got a knock pulling up onto this location, but all of a sudden the boys from Extreme were able to fight back, hold their own, get a couple of knocks, and right now it is the boys from Solo Esports who are at the position where they could get taken out of this game quite early on. It is sad to see, as it would not have been their plan pulling up onto this one. They are now on the chase, and it is the boys from Extreme looking and lurking around to get them out of the game.
Oh, that's it. That's so unfortunate for the guys from Solo Esports. I thought they were going to build off of the last game they had. You can see Doctor, running away from the ops right there. The guys from Extreme chasing them down. But Doctor, I believe but then again, he has to escape, the guys from Extreme. But Harsh Esports happens in Sanok, so many bodies clashing into each other. You can see Daddy there. He is going to be spotted and dropped to his knees right quick by the guys from Extreme. Choco being the victor right here, and again, Daddy being the victim. Ooh, that's a beautiful play from the guys from Harsh Esports, and now they've already lost one of their players. It is an unfortunate scenario, but then they still have 3 players up. They might just be able to do something here against the guys from Extreme. But, I talked about Extreme. They have good individual players. All they have to do is work on their teamwork, and that is going to be very, very fantastic for them.
All right, Sean X and the boys doing as much as possible to keep themselves alive in this game, but we do look at the elimination board. We do see the boys from Citizens have gone out quite early in this game as well. But turning our sights right now, we do have Harsh, who are down to just 2 players in this particular game. Daddy and One currently being sent back into the lobby, and it was such an amazing time right there for the boys from Extreme, as they currently sitting down with 5 kills to their name.
5 eliminations, big numbers for them. Now this is the the kind of play I've been expecting from this team so far, and I talked about it just a couple of seconds ago when I said individually Extreme Violence is a very, very, very strong team of individual players, but as a team they just need to work. They just need to work on that teamwork ability. They just need to calculate and understand the tacticalities, and the technicalities of playing together as a team, and they will be very, 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 very successful. And you can already see that now. They've been at a slow start. They didn't necessarily, start at the fastest or the best levels, but I think now they're starting to get a hang of it. And now 5 eliminations with 55 players in the lobby. So all they have to do now is just replicate and continue to increase those numbers as the game continues to go on. Well, Afro Esports are here in bootcamp.
All right, so absolutely amazing stuff coming in from all of these teams right here. As you can see right there, sitting down in boot camp is the boys from Afro Esports, and not too far away from them is the boys right there from Most Wanted, looking to move across this lines not too far away from boot camp, and it looks like they have been spotted by Afro Esports, who is on that hunt. In fact, and the rest of his teammates are just trying as much as possible to evade the fight so far and get themselves into a good position to take on the boys right there from Afro. Afro continuing on the hunt to build up on the game that they had against the boys from Citizens and are looking for those extra kills. They do need that if they will be looking to move up on that leaderboard.
You know, the leaderboard is the driving force for most of these teams. They do want to stay into that top 22, so they can, you know, be promoted into the senior league. That is the goal. That is where the prizes are stacked. The guys from Afro, 4 eliminations to them, and they're looking to add more. They're looking to increase the numbers. They're looking to increase their point difference. They just saw the guys from 21st Century do 27 points in a single game, so that is enough to wake them for their slumber. And you can see they are already starting off on the strong foot.
Absolutely. Afro Esports starting off on a strong foot. They do get a knock right there onto one diva, take him down. But speaking of strong foots right there, we also do have the boys right there from Active Gaming. How was he able to turn right there and still get a knock? Wait, what? What was that? Anyways, well, it is what it is. TQ getting a knock right there onto another player right there from Hash Esports, and I do believe this is the last player from Hash right there, trying to get that reload just in time. He did take Skinny down, but the rest of the players right there from Active Gaming were able to provide them with enough support quickly just before their teammate got lumped. All right, so Active Gaming sitting down with 2 kills in this particular one. We're down to 14 players in this game, and we're still in the first stage of the zone about to move. But regardless of that, we've not even taken a look at Paradise Resort. There are 2 teams sitting down right there, just lurking around each other, looking to get into some violence right around those corners.
Yeah, Afro Esports, you know, trying to climb the leaderboards with all of these eliminations. They're starting to stack up, you know, and we did see TQ there with a fantastic display of CQC. We call them CQC merchants. People like TQ from Active Gaming, we call them CQC merchants. In close quarters combat, they are so deadly, and that is what you saw there. The guys from Harsh Esports feeling the breeze, feeling the brunt of the fire there. You know, the guys from Active Gaming still holding that compound. They are finally within the sights of the guys from Team Afro Esports. But then this north position, this hill of Boost Camp is a very, very, very strong position, very advantageous to most of these teams. You know, and again, spotting in the feed, you can see once again Team Extremists, another team, you know, that has not been able to find their footing in the past couple of games, you know, in the league. Unfortunately for them, they've not been able to do anything of note. But Dollar sends a couple of shots towards Iceman there, drops him immediately with a beautiful spray of the UMP. And now the guys from Team Extreme, they might just decide to take this engagement, but the grenade from Kenny is the one that's going to do the damage that you expect. Sleek is still dropped down, and the guys from Vibe, they might just decide to take this engagement. Iceman is the only one down, and they are trying to get the last elimination there. Coxo jumps outside, trying to get the revive on his teammate, but unfortunately he makes the wrong choice. But then Kenny might be exposed to Dollars there the moment he steps outside, and he does go for the revive. Bougie is going to be the one to take the fight towards the guys from Team Extremists, but again, Coxstar is going to be dropped just right out the gate, and the confirmation from Bougie is going to be sure, and now Extremists are cut down to just 1 player.
Whoa, it was almost mutually assured destruction on both ends in that particular one, as they did lose at least 1 man each on both sides. But right now, it is the boys from Extremists who are down to just a 1-player. Vibe Gaming been able to get the revive back up, and they still got a 3-man squad left in this one. Dolas has got to take the decision. You know, are you going to fight against a 3-man and maybe try to get the kills while the blue zone is also hot on your tails, or just move away from that one? It does look like he's going to do the latter. He's just going to hop on his heels and try to get out of that position as quick as possible. It doesn't look like the boys from Vibe Gaming are chasing him right now, so he has enough time to just pull away from that fight and just get into the zone.
You know, speaking of the zone, it's shrinking every second. You know, I do love the position coming in from the guys from Men of Blood. Fantastic position for them. They're holding up a little bit of that northern area. Free Esports might just make the right choice, but they are in a split. Solo Esports, the last player, Doctor, you see him rotating on the bridge right there, trying to find a little bit of a nook and cranny. Might just run into the guys from Free Esports if he's not careful enough, and the violence might just ensue. And yeah, I spoke of it. It's the end. Solo Esports sent back into the lobby, just on the map there. I literally just saw this player on the map.
Oh, Solo Esports not having quite a great time in this particular one as they get sent back into the lobby. But now here comes the boys from 03 Brothers coming in against the boys right there from 21st Century, sending back one of their boys, Baby. It's Baby who goes down again first, and it's also Power who goes down again. So if there's any team who's going to put the boys from 21st Century down on their heels, it is the boys from 03 that you would expect to do that. As the boys from 21st Century have lost 2 players, it's Quexo who's trying to hold them back, but Griff is right there to take him down, and Power's trying to get that revive right, or Sixpence trying to get that revive right there onto Power. Can't Sixpence do it all alone against the boys from 03 Brothers who are hot on his heels? You can see him trying to cook that nade, but will that be enough to push them back as Nexus is going right there for the juggler of the last player right there from 21st Century?
Oh, 21st Century can't do this one for sure. They have bitten off more than they can chew, and that is 03. 03 just too OP in that engagement. 0 points at the end of the day. 21st Century getting knocked right out of the gate by their first engagement, and that is going to be against the guys from 03. That's a beautiful, beautiful push coming in from 03, but the first Arctics creeping behind, trying to get something out of the guys from 03. They just saw the engagement. They just saw what just happened, and they know that it's 03. The kill feed has told them otherwise, but now they're ready to take the engagement. But 03, look at that beautiful, beautiful position. They've already fallen back. Now they're waiting for the guys for first Arctics to peek into that position, and they are now going to have to send bullets in that general direction. Your might is trying to rotate, trying to find an angle from the right-hand side. You can see Nexus there just a little bit if he peeks his head just for too long, but your might is trying to take the advantage. He's trying to make the advance towards the guys from 03. Griff is going to be spotted. Shots sent his way, I believe, by the guys from Valhalla. So 03 now, they might just get sandwiched, they might just get squeezed in. Griff again is going to be tagged, and finally Reels is spotted. Yo man, that's a beautiful spray. Drops Reels down to his knees, and now this might just be it. First Arctics and Valhalla working hand in hand to eliminate 03. Bullets trying to fly out, and another one goes down. Your might is on fire. Oh my days, first Arctics. It looks like they might just do the trick, but now Skies is going to be spotted and sent back into the lobby, but Your might doesn't care. He wants to take the fight. He wants to be the one that eliminates the 03 Brothers. He wants to be, post this montage on Instagram tomorrow. Switches to the DBS 1 versus 1 against Nexus. Nexus again, he spots him. Oh, that's a beautiful touch. He tries to send him back into the lobby, and the DBS is going to do the trick. Oh my days, Your might just too OP. First Arctics.
Oh my god! That montage is gonna look absolutely outstanding as your boy Your Might goes in, gets not 1 but 2 but 3 knocks, and gets the boys right there from 03 eliminated in the game. Well, you can say he had some support from the boys from Val, but regardless, that was an outstanding work. You can see them now continuing that onslaught onto the boys right there from Valhalla as they do send Xenox down. The boys right there from First Actics are not having any of that as they continue the onslaught right there, looking to take out the big boys. They took out the 03. They went onto the right.
They're waiting for the guys for First Arctics to peek into that position.
Tai nieko gero, jeigu mirėt. Kažkaip kvietėt, bet. Nikeris. La. Mirė tas mūsų lietuviukas. Jo komanda tiksliau. Ką žinau, galim nueiti kokį porą mačiukų su lošnes. 12 kokiai įsimeluoti. Rytoj vis dėlto į darbą jau. Šiandien nereikėjo neatsilaidyti svariau.
Rytoj darbą.
Bleihė, gal tiesiog. Važiuojam.
Važiuojam.
Kruela. Nelabas. Blahilai. Labas.
Zdarovas.
Okay, įdu greitą parūkysiu ir tuoj pereisiu. Kai dūmą surūkysiu.
Nerūkyk, nesveik.
O kas šiais laikais sveika? Nieko nėra sveika.
Nu jo, netauru kvėput nesveika šiais laikais.
It is showtime. Let's fight together. I made the top 3 just now. Awesome. Tavo kambarys. Viens, du, trys, tavo kambarys.
Sugrįžta į eterį. Žinot ką? Mane myli eteris. Kur tu bėgi, Kruela, čia gibotas.
Botas, ne botas, gali pizdi visi, na.
Nega. Oi, ne botas gal vis dėlto.
Nu, ir apie ką šnekam? Ir apie ką šnekam?
Nu, nahui.
Tu da Angelui streamini?
Jo.
Awesome.
Va, galėsi paspekteitin Godą. Bus proga pažiūrėti, kaip patys žaidžia.
Je.
Parodyti draugam.
Einu serialą per tą
Juokauja.
laiką pažiūrėsi.
Parodyk. Nu, blėt, va jau nelepa per tvoras. Jaudino, žinai. Nu, baikite. Kur, bet,
Ką, Angelai, galėjai antrą kartą parūkyti?
Ne.
Pirma, Prancūzija, Ispanija, Portugalija, Porto, Lisabonai tu buvai?
Bet man
Ne, žiūri serialą. Rimtus reikalus. Biški. Mhm. Kur tas dingo? Kur pabėga? Na. Supratau. A. Nu. Kas buvo? Ja.
Sakė, jis eina solo žaisti.
Ai.
Visiems užpiso belaukti.
Taigi buvau pastartinęs.
Tai sakė, su mane turim ilgai laukti čia ko.
Nieko nenorėk, tik tokia.
Алло. Микрофон, блядь.
Watch out! Marked a location. Marked a vehicle. Watch out!